Hello guys, it's Riso here, and today I'm going to be doing a live commentary over some pro rank match gameplay playing as a centre back. And I'm just going to give you some tips about playing as a centre back really. I mean, I know obviously the game's been out for a while now, there's probably been a few tip videos out already and some people already have it down, but I still see a lot of people struggling with the defensive side of the game and things like pro clubs, giving away like cheap goals. So I thought I'd just help out a bit and try and help you get a bit better at defending. So I'll just search for a game now and I'll cut to where I find a good one. Okay, so I found a match online. I found a match a minute ago, but it was Tottenham and I'm an Arsenal fan, so I probably would have let about 100 goals go in. So, so I found another one. I'm just playing Raw. Okay, I'll get this. So I'm the left. That was terrible. I'm the left centre back in this match. So basically, I'm going to be hanging around sort of between left back and the centre positions. And really what I'm going to aim to do is just play my position, because I think that's the main thing people are let down on. Sorry, I'm lagging a bit here, but a lot of people just seem to drift from their position and leave holes in the defence, and is probably what lets them down really. If you drift in your position too much, so I've drifted upwards a bit, but I'm not going to go too far. If you drift in your position too much, that's how you get caught out. So if you just try and stay in a good space. I'm looking at the left back next to me as well to make sure I don't sort of overlap him. Make sure I stay more central than the left back, still covering a good portion of the centre and the left. And obviously if you're a right centre back, you would just reverse this. If you are the centre back of a 5 or 3 man defence, you would just play in the very, very middle. Very, very simple stuff. I'm just going to mark this guy. Now I'm going to go back into the middle, because I don't want to be drawn out to the wing. So his lags ruining it a bit, but I can't help it. My connection's been really bad lately. But you would see there, I went out to the wing to mark a guy, but then I could see he was going to take it down to the wing and cross it, and I had to get back into the middle, because as a centre back, it's your job more to be in the middle for the headers than it is to chase people out to the wings. Again, I'll just watch this guy. And there, that was probably a bad decision by me. That was I pressed B to make a stand tackle, and he got past me. A big thing about playing as a centre back is keeping an eye on the radar on the bottom of the screen to make sure you're in a good position and you can't see yourself. Because I know some people that like to press back and then focus on their own player, but I prefer to watch the play myself. I get a bit bored otherwise. So just use the radar to make sure you're in a good position. Here I'll mark this guy going into the middle. And if a ball would come in, I would have been the favourite to get rid of it. As a centre back, sort of physicality is quite important. So you want to be, I'd say you want to be sort of all round. Some people either make their person quite small, so they're quick, or they make them really big, but they're very slow. I make my player 6'1", so he's sort of a bit of everything. He's got about 84 pace, so he can keep up with everyone, and he's also like decent in the air. So I'd say to do that as well. Can be deadly from this sort of situation. Yeah, I'm hoping my team get attacked quite a lot, which we seem to be getting attacked. I seem to be on the worst of the team. You see now I've drifted a bit because the other centre back's nowhere to be seen, and I'll deal with that. So what I try to do is, if you've seen my other defensive positioning tutorial that I uploaded a while back, you'll know that what I try to do is mark the path rather than running at someone. So I usually find that this makes you much better equipped to either deal with them if they run further forward, or you can obviously mark the path. You also see that I back off. That's what pretty much my philosophy in defence in this game is, to just back off, and actually let them people stay onside. Because if you're keeping them onside, it means you're always closer to the goal than they are. As soon as you let them get past you, that's it. There's practically no going back. Especially if they're fast. If you get a little 5'2" midget run past you, you've had it. There's no point even trying. So the idea is just back off, jockey with the left trigger, which helps a lot when they get closer to you. So just back off, when they get closer, do a bit of jockeying, and then you pretty much have to wait your time, bide your time, and if you can see an opening to tackle, go for it. But only if you're sure you're going to get the ball. If you're like 50-50, will I get the ball, will I not? It's always better to not make the tackle and just keep running with them. As long as you're running to someone, you're providing pressure, and it'll cut off the chances and screw up their shots and passes. Okay, I'll make sure this guy's offside. Okay, now he's back onside, so I'm going to sort of just try and stay in the middle of both of these guys. And that didn't work out so well, did it? So yeah, that was another error by me. So, this is my first match of the day. That's my excuse. So I'm going to be a bit ropey. And I have a microphone in front of my face. But see, what I did there was I did the right thing. I just shouldn't have made that tackle. So what I did was I stood in between both the people. So it's sort of like positional marking rather than one-man marking. So there I was watching the pass again. So if it's in a situation like that where you can either watch the pass or the shot, it's always to watch the pass and let the goalkeeper deal with the shot. Because as a goalkeeper, if you've played in goal, you'll know it's very, very difficult to know what to do when two people are running at you. You don't know whether you should watch the shot or watch the pass or what you should do. So what I'd say is, as a centre-back, if you cover the pass, it means the goalkeeper only has to worry about the shot. And you take a whole lot of worry off the goalkeeper's mind. And you make it so pretty much the only chance they've got of scoring is if they score a good shot, which if you've got a good goalkeeper, it just won't happen. Here again, I'll mark the pass target. And the other centre-back dealt with it. Again, positions like this where you haven't really got anyone to mark. I have now, but before I didn't really have anyone to mark. What I would do is just get in your position basically. So if you can't see anyone to mark, just stand where you think you should be. So as a left centre back, you want to be in the middle of the box, but a bit to the left.
The opponents have got the ball. Brave defending by the player.
I got a touch on that, I think. I tried to. Yeah, as for corners, there's not too much you can do. You basically have to choose someone to mark. See there again, I pretty much closed off the passes here. So all we could really do is go for a long shot, which the goalkeeper should have covered. So yeah, for corners, you pretty much have to choose someone you think the ball's going to go to. It's sort of just a bit of luck, corners. Just make sure everyone's marked. If you see someone in space who hasn't got a mark on them, go mark them. That's pretty much all you can do. You have no idea where the ball's going to go. I'm going to mark this guy. It looks like he's going for a cross, so I'll just get up into the middle. And I'll get the ball away. So it's much easier for me to show what to do than to talk about it. So I'm hoping from the way I'm playing you can sort of see what I'm doing. Even though I've made a couple of errors, but you're always going to make errors, that's the thing. I've made a couple of errors, but I've also made quite a few interceptions in the box and clearances, so overall it works out well. I've got a rating of 8 before half time. So that's another thing, if you defend well, it's a very easy way to get a high rating. I mean, when I play as a defender, I usually always get a rating of over 9. I very rarely run to somebody who's got the ball. I usually always look out for a pass instead. That's because I'm playing as a centre-back on my own. If you're playing as a centre-back with a friend, what you can usually do is one person can go to the person with the ball and one person can watch a pass. So usually the way you would do it was you decide by, if they're on your side of the pitch, you'll go towards them. There I got the ball away, and there I didn't press B. Well, you know, I don't usually actually press B to make the tackle. I held LT to jockey and just ran towards him and just sort of scooped the ball away. And here I'm going to watch this guy because he's down my side. And again, I just ran towards him holding LT. No need to press the button. Oh, that was a bit dodgy. Yeah, I think pressing B it can be good because it can be good for your rating, but often it just gets you caught out because it makes a sort of... There's something else, like there, I could tell he wasn't going to pass. Slide tackles, you have to time them well, and for me it just came with practice, slide tackling. I find you've got to do a lot of practice, and eventually you'll just know when's the right time. So things like that. I will say you shouldn't slide tackle someone head on, you shouldn't run directly forward, and you shouldn't tackle them from the back because it's pretty much always going to be a foul and probably a sending off. You should always try and tackle someone from an angle. So you'll see what I did in the last one. He was running to the left and I sort of came at sort of a 45-degree angle. That's sort of like the perfect tackling angle, so to speak. So Yeah, because sometimes you'll play a match on pro clubs, pro match, and you'll see someone, you'll know they're greedy, basically. You'll see they are not passing, they're a greedy player. So you'll say, they're greedy, I'm going to go and slide tackle them and get a huge score bonus because of their greed. Things like that, you know he's going to shoot. It's that sort of position. If you played FIFA 11, those sort of corner of the box finesse shots, and they always go for those. So if you run towards them, jockey again, get deflection.
Just got across in time.
You see, it's just a case really of just figuring out the most obvious pass. And again, if you just watch my other FIFA video, that's how you'll know. I'll put a link to it in the description because you can just figure out where they're going to pass really.
Brilliant pass there.
Into my left centre back position. And mark the shot. Oh, I nearly got a deflection. But the goalkeeper did well. Situations like that, you just know they're going to shoot it. If they're facing the goal from sort of 45-degree angle, it's sort of the perfect finessing position.
Superbly. Wonderful ball. He can't miss.
Oh, try to mark him. There I maybe got a bit drawn into the player. That was a bit of a mistake from me, but I still managed to get into a good position to try and block the cross, which I should have been doing. That's pretty much all you have to do. Is if someone runs in down the side you're not on, say I'm left centre back, if someone runs down the right centre back position, don't worry about it, it's not your job. Unless the right centre back is completely out of position, you don't have to worry about it, just keep marking your side. I think that's where people go wrong, is they'll just want to do all the jobs at once, so sort of thing. Like somebody will be running in down the right centre back position. Lag. Oh god, oh god. Also, if you want to be a good defender, I'd say get a better modem. Oh, and connection lost, so that's brilliant. Well, that's sort of, the lag sort of ruined this a bit, but hopefully you got enough from what I did so far. I had a rating of like 9.1, and there's still loads of time in the game, so I probably would have got man of the match. I usually do. So I'm hoping you got enough from this video, and maybe I'll make another one later on tonight when my connection's better, and just highlight what I mean. But for now, I hope you understand what I meant. So basically the main things are back off, don't rush in, rarely press B or X, as in rarely slide tackle or stand tackle unless you're sure you're going to get the ball. Slide tackle from an angle, not from behind ever, and probably not from in front either. Stay in position, that's probably the number one. Stay in position. If you're a left centre back, play left centre back. If you're a right centre back, play right centre back. Don't try and chase people down the wings. You have people in position for that. Don't try and be the other centre back. That's their job. You know, you have people doing these jobs. Unless there's no one to be seen, then you can act upon whatever you think is right. But usually stay in position, back off, and watch the passes. Try and cut out the passes and let the goalkeeper do his job for the shots, and you should be a good defender. So even though I had numerous problems with this, with lag, etc., I hope this has been some form of help. Please let me know if it has been. Let me know if you want me to record another video where I don't lag and get kicked for lag. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, just let me know. So I hope you enjoyed the video and have a nice day.